All right, so if you're a loan officer and you're relying on referrals alone, then you are putting your business at risk. Just imagine that you're waking up every Monday knowing that you have qualified borrowers already booked onto your calendar. No wondering where the next deal is coming from, no begging to the realtors for your referrals, and no buying expensive leads that are already being shared to other loan officers in the same area or the company leads that are also shared, right? Nothing exclusive. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the exact system that can generate 100 qualified mortgage inquiries every single month. This is exactly what we have done for loan officers, multiple loan officers, right? And this is the exact framework that we are using right now as well in the whole US market. So without wasting our time, let's get into it. Now, before we get into the strategies, here's the biggest mistake that I see with loan officers. Most of the loan officers try everything, and this is something that you might have also seen with yourself. That you tried either Zillow, Lending Tree, cold calling, lunch with the realtors, Facebook posts, open houses, right? And the thing is, none of these are bad. The problem is they don't create a predictable pipeline. One month you are closing like 8 loans, and the next month there is nothing in the pipeline because your marketing depends on other people. If referrals slow down this month, then your business slow down as well. So instead, what you need right now is a system, a predictable system that will bring qualified conversations onto your calendar every single day, right? Now let's talk about the lead machine, right? The machine that you need. What you have to do in any kind of business in your mortgage business, all you have to do is just have a machine so that if you put the inputs, you always get the output inevitable, right? So there are only four things that you need. The first is the traffic that you are going to put your offers in front of. Then the second is offer, the specific thing about you, about what you offer, how you offer in your market situation so that people get attracted to that. The third is the follow up because follow up is king. You and I both know that. And the fourth is sales. I'm assuming you have been in the industry for a long time 5, 10, 15 years, 20 years, even 30 years. So you and I both know that follow ups and sales is something that is going to bring a lot of cash and commissions to you, right? That's it. And if one of these is broken, the entire system breaks. So let's start with the first step, which is traffic. Now, for the next 30 days, what I want you to do is just forget trying to be everywhere. Okay? Nothing is going to change. What I want you to do is just pick one channel. For most of the loan officers, what I usually recommend is Facebook and Instagram ads to put their offers out there right now. Why? Because see, when you go out, meet with people, that's awesome. Networking is great. But the only thing is, you won't be able to give your time and energy and attention to thousands of people at the same time, right? Because time is limited. And that's why you have to put your offers out there intentionally with the help of the ads or the content. Now, content is going to take a lot of your time and energy for the next 4 to 5 months to see some kind of traction. That's the only reason I usually recommend Facebook and Instagram ads because you can really target a lot of people in specific areas around your local market. You can get the customers that you are only looking for. Okay. And another reason why I recommend Facebook and Instagram ads is because people are already thinking about buying a home, refinancing, cash out refinancing, debt consolidation, lower monthly payments, VA loans, FHA loans, right? So instead of waiting for them to find you, you interrupt them. A simple ad that says, think about buying a new home this year, find out how much you qualify for in less than 60 seconds. Simple. Nothing complicated, no complicated funnels, no long videos, just curiosity. The second step is the offer. This is where the whole game changes, right? This is where most people lose money. Nobody wakes up wanting a mortgage. That's a reality. What they want is a house, lower payments, more cash, a better future for their family, right? So do not advertise your loan product that I have this particular program. That don't advertise that because people cannot relate with you. What you want to do is you have to advertise the outcome, right? Something like find out your buying power, see if you qualify before talking to a lender, estimate your monthly payments, check today's rates, something like that. So you're selling the clarity and not just loans. Step number three. This is one of the most important things, or one of the most important steps that you are going to be taking, which is the landing page. Because when someone clicks, do not send them to your website. You and I both know that on your website there are a lot of distractions, right? A lot of things happening on the website as well. So instead, what I want you to do is just have one page with one goal to collect their name, number, email, the property code, the credit score, and the timeline to pursue a refi right now. And on top of all these questions, you can also ask, do they have the realtor right now? What's their monthly housing payment looks like? What's their annual income looks like? Etc. etc. Just so you are making sure that every person that is coming to you is getting qualified or pre-vetted. Right? Now, step four is speed. Because see, the only difference that I have seen between the loan officer who is doing 2 to 3 loans and the loan officer who is doing 15, 20 loans is just speed. That's it, right? Because the first lender to respond usually has the highest chances of winning the deal. If you're calling people 3 hours later of receiving the information, someone else already did that particular thing, right? And that's why every lead should receive text, instant emails, and phone calls within the 5 minutes of you receiving the information. And even better, use the AI to start the conversation immediately, like we are doing for the loan officers right now. So let's say if you're in a meeting right now, you cannot text, you cannot email, you cannot even call because you are currently in a very important meeting. That's where the AI is going to come in. AI is going to have the conversation with the person, book an appointment onto your calendar. And after you're done with the particular meeting that you were on, as when you receive the inquiry, you can give them a call later, right? Because now they have already had the conversation with the particular AI that you have created, and eventually they book the appointment as well. So they know that you are there for them, right? Now, step number 5 is the follow up. This is where the money is made, right? Most loan officers that I see usually quit after one call, one voicemail, one text. And meanwhile, the borrower gets busy with their kids, work, life, right? And that doesn't mean that they're not interested. It just means that they're busy. So if we follow up for the weeks, right, for months later, we send them the text, we send them the emails, we call them, we send them the voicemails, even reactivation campaigns months later, right? Because some of the best leads that I have seen loan officers usually close usually come from not now, because the person is generally just busy. They just inquire to get in touch with you for their future businesses, right? Step number 6 is reactivating the old leads. And here's the easiest money that you will ever make, right? What I want you to do is just pull every single lead from the last 2 years. Do not sell anything. Just ask this one simple question. Like, hey John, it's been a while since we last spoke. Has anything changed with your home buying plans? That's it. Because what happens in the back end is people get new jobs, their credit score improve, they get married, they have kids, they receive inheritances, and they need some space. That's it. Nothing else. So life changes. Your old lead list is one of the biggest assets that you can use right now. And even if we just do the math after understanding these 6 steps, let's do a simple math, right? Let's say you receive 100 inquiries by doing the 6 things that I just told you. Out of the 100 inquiries that you're getting, let's say you only book worst case scenario 30 appointments in a month. Nothing complicated, nothing crazy, only 30 appointments out of 100. And even after booking those 30 appointments, let's say worst of the worst case scenario, only 20 people show up for that. And out of those 20 people show up, you will be having anywhere from 15 to 18 applications that are gonna get submitted. Why? Because those people are already qualified with the questions that you're asking on the landing page. That's one of the major steps, right? Which means out of those 15 to 17 applications, what you will be having is minimum 5 to 8 people getting approved, and that's equal to 5 to 7 closes for you, which means additional $20,000 to $30,000 as the worst case scenario, depending on your market. Now the goal over here is not about thousands of leads. It's enough qualified inquiries moving constantly through your whole pipeline every single day, every single week, every single month. And if I tell you like the common mistakes when loan officers even use this, but they still end up getting nothing out of it, it's just because of these mistakes. The very first thing is loan officers run the ads without any follow-up, right? If you do that, you won't be able to get in touch with a lot of people. The second is this is send the traffic to the homepage. As I said, do not send the traffic to your homepage. It has a lot of distractions. A third is they take hours to respond. Even if you receive the lead, when you run the ad, let's say if you take 5 hours, in those 5 hours, another loan officer has already got in touch with them. Right? The fourth is they give up after one call. If you just give up after giving them one call, people are never gonna get in touch with you. Because people, let's say they were just busy in their offices, you are in your office doing your work, they were doing their work. You give them a call, they could not pick up, and then you give up. Nothing is going to happen, right? Step number 4, or the mistake number 4, is they depend only on the realtor referrals. As I said, if you are only relying on the realtors and referrals, the only source of you making money, making commissions, closing loans is just other people. You're relying on other people, right? You don't have any system. And last but not the least, you never contact the old leads again. I've seen a lot of loan officers, they close a loan and they never get in touch with that particular person. Either for the refinance, either for the cash out, either for new investment opportunity, nothing like that, right? because I can bet that you still have 20 to 30% of the people in your current pipeline that are ready to get closed, right? So all you have to do is just fix these things. Your results are going to get improved drastically because I have seen it. We have the data of working with multiple loan officers across multiple states right now. Okay. Now, if you're a loan officer who wants this specific predictable system for generating qualified mortgage appointments every single month, not just relying on referrals, I would love to show you exactly how it works and how we are doing it for the loan officers in your same market. And all you have to do is just click that first link in the description to book a free strategy call with me. We'll take a look at your current marketing, identify the biggest gaps on your pipeline right now, and show you how you can consistently attract more qualified borrowers. And while you are there, check out our website to see how we are helping loan officers across the whole US market generate more appointments and close more loans. And if you enjoy this type of content, just connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll share the particular link in the description as well. And on LinkedIn, I share practical mortgage marketing strategies, AI automations, and client acquisition tips that you won't find here on YouTube anywhere. Okay? And at the end, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.